Join me as I dive into whether Europe can step up and defend Ukraine independently, even without Trump's backing. So the topic of Europe's defense capabilities regarding Ukraine has been on everyone's mind lately, especially with the change in U.S. political leadership. The question is, can Europe defend Ukraine without the backing of the former President Trump? One of the most significant challenges Europe faces in defending Ukraine is the lack of a unified stance among its member states. Historically, Europe has been reliant on the United States for its defense, and any efforts to develop a more autonomous defense strategy have been met with hesitation and disagreement among EU members. Moreover, the diplomatic fallout from the Trump administration's withdrawal from international agreements and treaties has left Europe struggling to find a familiar voice on the global stage. Another major challenge is Europe's military preparedness. While the continent boasts some of the world's most advanced militaries, they are primarily designed for defense purposes, not for projecting power abroad. Any attempt to defend Ukraine would require a significant shift in military strategy and resource allocation, which could be challenging to achieve in the short term. Furthermore, Europe's military might is still dwarfed by that of Russia, which would make any conflict in Ukraine a daunting task. The political implications of defending Ukraine without U.S. support are also significant. Europe would need to decide whether to take a more assertive stance against Russia, which could lead to increased tensions and potential conflict. This in turn could lead to a shift in the global balance of power, with Europe taking on a more prominent role in international affairs. However, this would require political cohesion and strategic thinking, which are historically lacking in Europe. Regarding military readiness, Europe has recently increased defense spending and improved coordination among member states. The European Union has established several initiatives aimed at improving military mobility and interoperability, such as the European Defense Fund and the Permanent Structured Cooperation. However, these efforts are still in their infancy, and it remains to be seen whether they will be enough to make a significant impact on the ground. Despite these challenges, Europe has made significant progress in developing its military capabilities in recent years. The development of the European Air Transport Command, for example, has improved Europe's ability to project power abroad. Additionally, several European countries have invested heavily in modernizing their militaries, with countries like France and Germany taking the lead. Experts have pointed out that one of Europe's most significant strengths in defending Ukraine lies in its economic power. As one of the world's largest economies, Europe has considerable leverage over Russia through trade and investment. This could be used to exert pressure on Russia to back down in Ukraine, or even to support Ukraine economically. However, this approach has its limitations, and it remains to be seen whether Europe would be willing to take a tougher stance against Russia. Recent events have also highlighted Europe's potential weaknesses in defending Ukraine. The conflict in eastern Ukraine has exposed flaws in Ukraine's military, and Europe's inability to provide adequate support has been criticized. This has raised questions about Europe's ability to respond quickly and effectively to a crisis, particularly one geographically close to its borders. Despite the challenges, some experts believe that Europe has the potential to play a more significant role in defending Ukraine. With its economic power and military capabilities, Europe could provide a more robust defense for Ukraine, even without U.S. support. However, this would require political cohesion and strategic thinking, historically lacking in Europe. In summary, the question of whether Europe can defend Ukraine without Trump's backing is a complex one. While Europe faces significant challenges regarding military preparedness and political cohesion, it also has considerable strengths, particularly in economic power. The key to success lies in Europe's ability to develop a more autonomous defense strategy and to take a more assertive stance against Russia. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts on Europe's role in Ukraine in the comments below. If you want to learn more about global defense issues, be sure to check out my other videos.